Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we've just finished chasing the Unbidden out of our territory over here. There's still a little bit of Unbidden over this way, but for now that's not too concerning. What is a little bit concerning, though, is the fact that we only have one fleet defending the L Gate right now, and they're actually up over here. I want them to go enter orbit around the L Gate, and I'm actually going to send every single fleet that we have, including our Juggernaut, for now, to go do that. So we'll enter orbit there, and I do want to build another gateway here, specifically like right next to the L Gate, to shorten our supply lines to some of those areas, but for right now, that's not going to be a huge benefit for us. So we're going to accelerate our speed up to fast, and we're going to continue our constructions for the moment. It'll take us a little bit of time to get there, and we're going to continue to reinforce our fleets, of course.
Intellectual booty.
Okay, so we just got ourselves some energy credits from jobs. That's okay. Not super impactful right now. I would like to get some of these that are currently disconnected from our trade network. I would like to get those moved in. We could just have this connect directly to Haven Sky. I think I need to select it. Yes. Then connect directly to Haven Sky. Now, I'm not expecting to get much out of that, but I want to eliminate these markers on the UI here. So we're going to grab this, connect it into Haven Sky. Nice. And then we'll do the same for the Hadrika station. So grab that, connect it in. Perfect. Any others? Yes, the Fajantris station also needs to be connected in. So we'll do exactly that. It's a little awkward, but it should be okay, in theory. And otherwise, that looks good. Cool. Now, this construction ship finished in Yonox Maw, so we're going to build our dark matter. Excellent. And we're heading into Scott right now. These guys are going to take this awkward path that I wish they weren't. We definitely need to redo our pathing through the L cluster. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. That is incredibly important, actually. Our pathing is really awkward through there. So, I mean, we do see these Unbidden fleets over here, and the question is, they're just kind of chilling. Okay. That's good to know. Let's go up and take a look at our colonies. We know that there should be some work that we need to be done here, and indeed, we do. There's a Betharian power plant available here, but we really don't need the energy credits. Well, let's go ahead and put in simply a research institute to get ourselves that unemployment dealt with. Beautiful. Anything else up over this way? Not immediately. Okay. So that's fine. And we're just, of course, going to continue filling in this area. That'll take some time. I wouldn't necessarily mind getting another construction ship, but we need to get all of these good to go. Once we're done with that, I would like to get the additional gateway built right by the L Gate. And actually, we can do that first, and then build the mining and research stations. That'll be fine. Yes, we extend our deal. Beautiful. Okay, so for now, we're not really expecting any major Unbidden issues. We do still have low stability on Detatalk. That's not shocking. That should be fixed eventually. We do have some crime on here, and our amenities aren't great either. We are transforming over to an ocean world, and what is the current population makeup? Okay. I mean, this should be getting fixed eventually. It's currently our lack of amenities and our crime that's causing us issues. For the moment, I'm going to put in a precinct house to help with the crime. And we'll just get that underway. This tech world still requires a job, and we're actually going to put in cider revitalization centers. There we go. This tech world requires a job as well, and I would love to put in a research institute. And in fact, we can do that. We're just lacking the exotic gases. We do need exotic gases. We're at -5 right now on those exotic gases. I want to check. I doubt there's any free exotic gases here. But I wanted to double check. There is not. So we will put in the Research Institute. And we will need to put those gases in on a refinery station. Something like this one. So we would put in here simply an exotic gas refinery. Cool. So we can see that the war in heaven is messy. No doubt about that. That's for sure. We're going to continue filling out all of this territory, of course. And we want to build our starbase in Gaping Maw. Perfect. And I do want to send this construction ship over to Dubious Abyss. There we go. We are out of food, and that's not great. We'll buy a little bit of food in. Cool. Our Robo Uprising definitely caused us some issues economically. There's no doubt about that. But for now, this will do just fine. We are out of consumer goods, and we do need additional consumer goods. There we go. As our worlds stabilize and get better, we should be able to get this under control, in theory. Emphasis on the in theory. We have an admiral that just died. That's okay for the time being. This agri-world requires a job. We cannot put in an agriculture district, but what we can put in is either an increase to our civilian fabricators, or we could put in a hydroponics farm. And we're going to put in the hydroponics farm for now. We are going to be running out of food, consumer goods, volatile motes, and exotic gases eventually. That's all to be expected. We'll build our research stations up here, and then build our starbase over here. We'll build our research station here, and then also our starbase over at Badukan. Excellent. So that's all good to go. We also need to continue working on reinforcing our fleets, and so we shall. We are, of course, going to be out of volatile motes and exotic gases, and that's going to be our major limiting factor for the time being. On getting our fleets reinforced, I mean. It's going to be a problem. There's no doubt about it. We need to get more pops into our various locations over here, and that is actually becoming very, very important to us. So we do have these two Gaia worlds over here that we could think about terraforming, but we don't have a valid world to terraform that too, so that's okay. But Datatalk should be done terraforming eventually. Okay, where is this? L cluster? Yes. Oh, this is not a problem. They're super dead. They are super duper dead. There we go. No problem. Excellent. I do want to send a science ship over to here to research that project. We do have other projects over here to research, and we will go ahead and research in Dubious Abyss first, and then we'll go to like Masim, Nimalan, Finn, and then Sioberg. Like that. Cool. So that'll be fine. These guys are just passing through over here. Okay. And we do see the Unbidden are wreaking some havoc. That's okay. Our borders are clear, and that's what's important. Our borders are super duper clear, and we are working our way through this alloy deficit. Now, terminal egress, we're going to need to upgrade that starport again. That is very important to us. This agri-world here, we are definitely going to continue working on our agriculture districts, and we may also upgrade our food processing centers here. This is a forge world, and so we will actually put in a civilian industry here to help our consumer goods. There we go. This is a tech world. Except it kind of isn't. It kind of isn't. I'm going to actually put in an admin office here to help offset our empire sprawl a little bit. So we'll go ahead and get that. This foundry station here, it is technically a foundry station. We are going to put in a civilian industry here. Yeah, this is only alloys. Okay. We're going to put in a civilian industry here to help offset our consumer goods issue. That will be just fine. Now, I do want to go into our edicts here and check in on... Let's see, we could do mining subsidies. I think we can ditch the capacity subsidies now. And maybe we go for farming subsidies. That gives farmer and angler output. So yes, we will do that. Beautiful. Extra-dimensional weaponry, that's excellent. And we just got strikecraft damage, that's okay. Cool. So by swapping that over, that puts us positive in the food and not in the consumer goods yet, but we will get there soon enough. That's fantastic. And this starbase will be done momentarily.
We grow ever stronger.
There we go. Let's check in on our gateway over here. Oh, the construction ship bailed on that, didn't they? Or were destroyed. One or the other. Bailed. Okay. Well, why don't you come back over here and build the mining and research stations first? And then you can get to work on getting that gateway built again. Yeah, it's gonna bail on it if they come back through again, which is sad, but it'll do. And these guys, they will Ooh, I did not intend to pivot the camera like that. They will eventually need to go for repairs. But for the time being, all we're doing is tossing additional alloys at this problem. Now, we are again out of volatile motes and exotic gases. We know that this is going to be an ongoing issue for a little bit here. Absolutely. And we don't really have anything that we can do about it at this exact moment, which is sad. Unless there are volatile motes and exotic gases over here, which there aren't. Okay. So we are currently out of exotic gases. We'll buy in 100 of those. And we are also out of volatile motes, or will be very shortly. We'll buy in 100 of those. Additional progress on extra-dimensional weaponry is fantastic. Okay. So we're going to continue pressing through over this way. Now, we can get ourselves a few additional ships built. Specifically, a Titan is being constructed. That's fine. The Terminal Egress Starbase has finished its queue, and we're just going to get that upgraded to a Starhold. Fantastic. So we're good on everything now except for volatile motes and exotic gases, with the focus needing to be on exotic gases. So we have this tech world here. For the time being, all I'm going to do is build a city district, which will open up another building slot. That'll be fine. And we have this bureaucratic center, which really should get an admin office. We're still pretty negative on our Empire Sprawl. So we'll go ahead and work on that. That will be just fine as well.
The station is under attack.
Where? Ah, they're in Yonox Maw. Okay, well, we can actually defend that super easily. And so we shall. All we're going to do is we're going to pop through the L gate, and we will arrive here in just a couple days. There we go. And we're going to immediately fight them. Now, we did lose the starbase, which is a little sad, but no problem here. There we go. And we're going to pop right back into this L gate. Perfect.
Flotsam salvaged.
And we ended up losing 4 to 5 destroyers in total in that battle. Okay, not too bad. We're going to need a construction ship back over this way. And for now, that's okay. Additional extra-dimensional weaponry finishing up there. And actually, our science ship is right here. Go ahead and research that immediately. Control-Shift. Perfect. So we'll get these done. We'll get that extra-dimensional weaponry very quickly. Okay, so we finish up in Badukan, and we're going to go to Imdar next. We are actually lacking influence to build that, but we'll just go ahead and move on over. We'll have the influence soon. It's going to be 11 influence. Yeah, we need a little bit more over this way, but overall, this is not too bad to get built. Excellent. The Space Elf League Juggernaut is in Yonox Maw. Hilarious. And we are going to run out of exotic gases in, like, a year-ish. Let's go ahead and take a look up through here. Yeah, not a whole lot going on that front. Okay. The Veldari are still going away with their war. That's fine. They are currently winning against the League of Non-Aligned Powers versus the versus the Reconquerors, they're losing a little bit. That's okay. Our extra-dimensional weaponry just got another 30% progress. So that's fantastic. And this Forge World requires a job. Now, to that end, we are still negative a little bit on consumer goods, or rather negative again. So we're going to put in a civilian industry here to offset that. That'll be fine. And a whole lot of nothing else, sadly. But that's completely okay for the time being. So let's go ahead and build our starbase in Imdar. And we'll build our mining station here, and then we're going to just wander on over to Yonox Maw. We're not going to have the influence for a bit, but that's okay. And I am going to go ahead and buy in just 50 consumer goods. There we go. That'll be fine. So let's get this economy back on track, and we need to get our Empire Sprawl back on track too. So extra-dimensional weaponry is now done. We have matter disintegrators. So against armor and hull, that's incredibly strong. Excellent. And that actually finishes up all of those researches, so we're just going to head back to, I think, Joinum? This is a Forge World. I think it used to be a tech world. We'll take them to Hotrum. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Over to Hotrum. There you go. Assist research there. Perfect. So as soon as we finish up our construction of these civilian industries, we are expecting our consumer goods to be fixed once and for all. So that's excellent. We have a new ruler mandate, as expected. And yeah, this is not the best of situations, that's for sure. We are building the terminal egress research station right now, and then we'll start building the gateway over here, but I don't think it took the influence yet. So we're maybe not going to be able to build this gateway for a while. That's probably okay. This agro world here requires a job. And we're going to put in an admin park upgrade here. We really do need additional Empire Sprawl reduction, so additional admin cap. That would be really, really good for us. We need to get that recovered. Now, we probably want to go take back the XT-81 Singularity, and we can start capturing worlds over here, or rather systems over this way, and expanding that way. I want to wait on that until such a time as we actually have the influence to do it. So this guy here, he's going to go up to, actually, he's going to build mining and research stations here, and then move to Atraitus. That'll be fine. This science ship is not currently doing anything, and we have a habitable planet over here in this habitat. We are lacking consumer goods to make this happen. We'll buy in a few of those, and we'll just go ahead and colonize this. Beautiful. Okay, and then we do need... Let's see, this is an industrial world here. What about over here? Agro world. Bureaucratic center. Let's just try to find ourselves a nice tech world like Yomon Secundus. You'll do. Beautiful. So we'll just have this science ship come over and assist research over here. It requires a scientist. We can put one in. It doesn't matter who. And assist research. Excellent. So our transport fleets here, they did take some damage for sure. They're down to 86. For now, that's okay. I'm not too keen on getting those upgraded. Terminal egress requires additional work, and we'll get that upgraded. Wonderful. Okay, anything else to do in these colonies? Not at the moment.
We grow ever stronger.
And there's a research station in terminal egress. So we are going to build the gateway construction site. Now, if they come through the L cluster again, I'm actually going to set this to passive because I don't want it to stop constructing. Because I don't want to pay the influence every time. So that'll be okay. Urbanizer? Okay. And we don't actually have all of the Manifesti vibes. Interesting. Let's go ahead and reinforce some of our fleet here. Actually, we are out of exotic gases, so we need to buy in some of those before we can reinforce. we're out of volatile moats now, but that's okay. Cool. So that'll do for now. But we need to repopulate a number of these worlds, as expected. Detatok is doing much better now, although its stability is still quite low. Mostly due to its lack of amenities. What can we do about amenities? Well, we could certainly put in... I think we'd have to put in, what, luxury residences for that? And that would be a flat number of amenities. The other thing that we could potentially do... City districts do produce amenities. Commercial zones also produce amenities. Or we could go in here and we could simply distribute luxury goods. That might help. It probably won't completely offset this, but it's a relatively cheap way to get some of this done. So we'll see what that updates to. Minus 21. That is helpful, but it's certainly not going to fix the issue. So for now, I think we're just going to put in a pair of luxury residences to help offset that as well. We'll probably revisit that a little later on. This Forge world here, we're actually going to put in... We're going to put in an exotic gas refinery. There we go. Excellent. So that will help offset a lot of these issues that we've got right now. One of our main problems at this moment is back to being Empire Sprawl, and that's fair enough. We're definitely going to work on that. Our capital world here, we're probably going to want to swap some of this. And maybe we start moving these research complexes. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. What is our tech with these guys? Equivalent now. What about with the Valdari? They're considered superior to us. Interesting. So we do need more volatile motes and exotic gases. We knew that would be a thing. But we're getting to the place where that's no longer as important. So that's good. We've got a number of fleet upgrades coming in, or rather, replacements coming in. These guys in Yonox Maw, they're going to go ahead and build that starbase. Excellent. And then we're going to grab back Atraitus soon enough. And the terminal egress station needs additional upgrades, of course. But that'll take time. 23% on our gateway construction site. Okay, sounds good.
Establishing a new colonial outpost.
So the Unbidden are running around over this way a bit. It looks like the Valdari are potentially cutting into them a little bit. What is going on over here, though? They're heading up over this way. Actually, over this way. Sounds good. No problem there. This tech world requires a job, and to that end, let's go ahead and put in an advanced research complex. That will not help our exotic gases,
Complete.
but that's okay. We know that the exotic gases are a problem, and in fact, we need to buy in another 100 of them.
Ever stronger.
There we go. Let's go ahead and grab our research station.
We grow
Perfect.
ever stronger.
This Forge world requires a job, and to that end, we are... Let's see, that's a chemical plant. We are absolutely going to put in another exotic gas refinery here. That should get us in the positive on exotic gases. We still need another volatile moat generator building, though. So that's something that we will definitely need to do. We also need about 60,000 alloys to fully max out our fleets again. Okay, so they did pop through over here. And they popped through with 3 fleets. I do expect that we win this. Yes, I do expect that we win this.
Fleet lost with all hands.
That's just going to be some of these little singleton guys. No problem there. And we're just wrecking the Unbidden here. Now, we are taking losses, there's no doubt about it. But we have to hold this. And so we do. So yeah, definite losses, but our construction ship is still going, and that's what's actually most important right now. So these guys are going to continue to enter orbit of the L gate. Cool. And how much alloys did we lose there? About 40,000. Okay, so we're maintaining our alloy count.
Ever stronger.
That's fine. Not actually a problem there. This construction ship I'm going to disband. We no longer need. Excellent. And the most important thing here is that we are still building... Hang on, what is this? What? How did they get here? I think that the space whales might kill them there. There's also the Vlur there, and the Vlur should kill them. Absolutely. We shouldn't have to defend this. I don't know how they got there, but yeah, the Vlur absolutely got it under control. Fantastic. So no problem there. And the next question, of course, becomes, when can we fix some of our issues with our volatile motes and exotic gases? Well, for right now, we're going to resettle somebody onto a... Let's see. Let's resettle them onto, like... Probably, like, Dressel Prime. Yeah, this will be fine. We can resettle them onto Dressel Prime. So we'll do something like that, and there you go. Beautiful. So that gives us our job here that was available. And that's wonderful. This Forge world requires a job, and to that end, we're definitely going to put in a chemical plant. This Agri world requires both a job and housing. And we're going to put in a exotic gas refinery, but also an agriculture district. We're going to need a city district here, and we'll build one for now. Not really for now. We're going to need one. So we'll just get that done. Excellent. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, these guys up over here, okay. We are going to continue filling out our last little areas here and getting our economy back on track. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.